Morning, YouTube. So, just to touch up on a little bit of stuff I went over yesterday. I know I kind of went into personal stuff, which is a big part of why I've made this channel. Because I just don't want this happening to anybody else. Because, I mean, it's not fair. I mean, when you make a promise and you make a lifelong promise pretty much to somebody, you should honor that as most as you possibly can. But a little bit more about that later. I'm not gonna do very much this morning. Like I said, I have school. Well, finished school, but I still have homework. Um, but like I said, I will be writing a book, and let's put it this way: I can talk a hell of a lot faster than I can write. So, not to mention they come out like chicken scratches, and then there's like dates, and it's just nuts. So, somebody advised me to do a video diary and then write the book. Well, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and then write the book because this way, not only can I show the bad side of being in that kind of industry, but you see the good too, like the fun part. Like I had fun. If I was single and I did it all by myself, this whole house would probably be mine. If me and my ex used our fucking brains like we planned on when we got back from out west, which is probably the number one thing I ever regret was saying yes to that. We would own our own house right now, hands down, and that's nobody's fault but his or mine for handing him the money. But like I said, keep your money, and if your boyfriend has a problem with that, get rid of your boyfriend. And don't let it linger, because the longer it goes, the harder it's gonna be to fucking build yourself back up. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I'm not proud that I'm 28 and I'm living in a basement apartment, but it could be a lot worse, right? So, I didn't grow up with anything. I didn't have a dad. My mom passed away from a heart attack at 45 because she smoked, and she was a single mom. She was actually clean. She didn't do drugs. She got clean, regardless of what some people, ignorant people, might say, or type, or write, or whatever. But yeah, my mom passed away from a massive heart attack about 3 years ago now, and my sister a year and a half ago on my birthday, when I was out in a limo without a sunroof. But it was my birthday, with my ex and his two best friends. My sister wasn't even invited. And that probably has a lot to do with the reason she was in that car that night. Was because she wasn't allowed to see me because he wouldn't let me. And that's why you have to really think about what you're doing getting into this industry, because going in their signal, there's going to be guys that are going to want to be with you and tell you they're going to take care of you, make sure you're okay, and blah, 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 blah. Fuck them. You want to do this job right? You do all your hair, do all your fucking makeup at home. You show up there, you bring what you're wearing, that's it. You change in the change room, you use your locker, you say as little to these girls as possible, you get down on the floor and you get to work. I would do that. I come upstairs, I'm freaking 200 deep, and these girls are still got half eyes done. But they're all laughing, having a blast, having drinks. So maybe I didn't get into the clique, and maybe I don't have a single girlfriend out of it. But are those girls really your friends? Like I said, they're not. Because not one of those girls has messaged me, contacted me, seen if I'm alive. You know what I mean? But when I was there, I was if you need anything, Sadie will help you. But when the channels flipped, I remember one of the girls I know the least had to go. Does anybody have $10 or something for Sadie to sign in? Nobody offered. Well, you didn't ask. I shouldn't have to ask. It's little things like that that this generation kind of doesn't get. It's a respect and an old school thing. And my mom was a dancer for a very short time, and as soon as she got pregnant, she kiboshed that. That's why I never told my mom I danced, because she wasn't going to be thrilled, but she supported me no matter what I did and no matter who I was with. And that is an amazing parent. So, now a little background. That's a little background, but yeah, so I mean, I've come a long way, and I mean, I turned into a full-blown alcoholic in this business too. That's another thing you really gotta watch out for. I mean, it's one thing to drink with customers, but it's another thing to have a couple of drinks before you go talk to those customers. You gotta make the difference between those two. If you need those 2 shots to go up to that huge table of guys, maybe night shift isn't for you. If you need those shots or that drink to go up to a single person, but you're fine, maybe day shift's not for you. If you need a shot to even get on the floor dressed like that, this business isn't for you. If you need a drink to go on stage, it's not for you. I can do all of the above completely sober. But back then, why would I want to? And I'm glad I didn't, because that was my 20s. My 20s, I spent working. Except my job was amazing and I showed up whenever I wanted and all my friends were there and that was the only time I got to hang out with them. So I don't regret it. But would I go back? No. I'm so much happier investing in school and waitressing and living like a normal person. I just wish I could have seen this years ago. I think I did, and I just didn't want to believe it. But if I'd done this 2 years ago, I might have Tasha instead of Shia sit beside me. But you can't change the past. All you can do is make sure your future kicks your past ass.